Hello, Richmond County residents. Celeste Gotell coming to you from the Senior Center with All Walls for Richmond County with the September 13th to September 20th edition of What's Happening. It's a weekly calendar that we produce and make it available on Teleo Community Television every day at 9 and 5 p.m. And it's also available in a number of locations throughout the monthly calendar. And we promote it on our social media as well as share it on other social media sites. So I'm going to start off with Saturday the 13th. St. Peter's Pirate Days is well underway in St. Peter's. And on Saturday morning from 8 till 12, you can check out the Scallywag Breakfast, and that's at Louis' Cozy Corner. Following breakfast, if you're an early morning riser, you can go to the St. Peter's Fire Hall for the Coastal Trail Historic Walk that will begin at 9 a.m. Or if you're not a walker and you want to check out the Artisan Thieves Market, that is from 11 till 2 p.m. And that's at the St. Peter's Lions Hall, and there's going to be some musical entertainment happening at the same time. On to Sunday the 14th. As you know, most Sundays in Richmond County, there's a breakfast to be found somewhere, and this time there'll actually be two, because St. Peter's Pirate Days will have their breakfast again at the Louis' Cozy Corner from 8 till 12 noon, but there'll also be one at the Discoos Civic Improvement Hall. That's called the Sunday Hungry Man's Breakfast, and that goes from 8 till 11 a.m. And then the Pirate Parade will start at 12:30, and that will be at Canal Landing, and it'll be followed by the closing ceremonies for Pirate Days, and that's at the Lions Marina in St. Peter. On Sunday afternoon, the Almadam Garden Club will have their regular meeting at 1 p.m. at the Brocky Bay Community Hall. And if you're interested, the St. John's Center for the Arts at 2 p.m. that's in Ayrshire. They're going to have a presentation on the history of slavery in Cape Breton. Refreshments will be served and donations will be accepted at the door. That brings us to Monday the 15th. So the Seniors Take Action Coalition is going to be having their annual general meeting, and that will take place at 10 a.m. at the St. Louis Parish Hall in Louisdale. And then the Richmond Artist Alliance Art Gallery will continue throughout the months of September at the Discoos Civic Improvement Hall. That's open Monday to Friday from 10 to 2 and by appointment on the weekends. And this is an opportunity for you to stop by this hall and check out some of the art from some of our local artists. Line dancing takes place from 10 to noon at the West Bay Community Center. And there's going to be an immunization clinic for people 65 and older from 12 to 5 p.m. It's a drop-in, so no appointment is needed. It's for the shingles vaccine and some others, and that's at the Louisdale Lions Community Center. So if you're interested in that, check that out from 12 till 5 p.m. On to the 16th. So the River Roots Farm Stand is open from 10 to 7 p.m., and that's at Church Point Road in River Bourgeois. The Almadam New Horizons Club will have some game taking place at 1:30, and that's in Ayrshire. So if you're a member of the club. And then there's 2:45 card games every Tuesday evening. One is at the St. George's Hall at 7:30 p.m. and the other is at the Acadiaville Community Center Hall in West Ayrshire at 7:30 p.m. I forgot to mention on Monday night the 15th is the regular song circle hosted by the St. George's Channel Hall, and that goes from 6:30 to 9. Doors open at 6 o'clock, and all levels of talent are welcome. So that's the song circle at the St. George's Channel Hall on Monday the 15th. On to Wednesday morning. So Wednesday morning, the St. George's Channel Hall has their regular morning coffee from 10 till 12 noon. And the Almadam New Horizons Club in Ayrshire has their regular 45 card game at 2 p.m. River Root in River Bourgeois will have a self-food making workshop, and that is from 6 to 9 p.m. There is a fee associated with that and some registration. So if you're interested in taking part in that, you'll want to give them a call at Richmond River Roots. Thursday, Coffee and Conversation takes place from 10 to 12 noon at the West Bay Center. And then there's a walking group that at 11 a.m. from the Dr. Kingston Center in Lordways. That afternoon, the Jolly Club will have their regular monthly meeting at 3 p.m. And the Almadam New Horizons Club will have their beanbag toss at 7 p.m. and that's in Ayrshire. And there's a card play at the Discoos Civic Improvement Hall at 7:30 p.m. On to the 19th, Friday, the Legion Branch 150 will have their regular monthly fish fry, and that's in Arishat from 4 to 6:30 p.m. And then the week will conclude on the 20th of September, and the Legion Branch 150 will have a 45 card game at 2 p.m., and that's in support of the Poppy Trust Fund. Prizes will be awarded at that time. And the Almadam New Horizons Club in Arishat is going to have a yard sale, and that's from 10 to 3 p.m. So, folks, that's the week of September 13th to the 20th. Thanks to Department of Seniors and Long-Term Care for supporting the Senior Center Without Walls project, which allows us to bring calendars to you, our newsletter, information via Facebook, and also work in the community to provide presentations of all kinds of interest to older adults. So until I see you again, have a wonderful week, and we'll be back again with the next edition of What's Happening.